Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. Today I'm going to do an unboxing of a radio that I just picked up, and it's kind of interesting because it's 8 channels, and found it on Amazon for only 54.99 or something like that right now. So I see Dave's on. Thanks for hopping on, Dave. And yeah, bravo, nice. Uh, Hurricane, whew, that's not good. But anyways, this RadioLink, I got a knife here to open this up. I just wanted to go live. I finally got my workbench cleaned off and got some airplanes hung up out of the way, and so I'm finally using the workbench the way I wanted to use it. And I thought I would uh, do a live broadcast today because it had been super windy, and we went and visited some friends, and so I wasn't able to get out and fly today early enough. And I figure as the days get shorter, it's going to be more and more like this. So, oh, so let's go ahead and tear into this box. And I was reading on here somebody always asks about all my airplanes is, well, how far will that radio reach? And they actually put it on this box. And so I thought I'd tell you guys that before I even tear into it. Right here on the side, it says it'll go 2,000 meters. So I'm not exactly sure how far that is. What is that, Imperial? But 2,000 meters is a long ways, right? Because a meter is like 3 feet, so 6,000 feet. That that'd be pretty crazy. And Dave, you want to type in there that you can hear me at least? Let's make sure of that before I keep going. And because I only seen the two comments here, I just want to make sure that everything's working all right. So I'll be watching for his comment, and I'll keep going. Hopefully it changed. Yep, times 3 for feet. Cool. All right. I would say that means he can hear me all right. So next time I do this, I will have a hard line into my router. Right now I am doing this on Wi-Fi. You can see that they got it like in a clamshell styrofoam. So that's kind of nice, well protected. Nothing else in the box. Everything, oh, there's the pamphlet on the bottom. So it does come with a manual. You don't have to download everything off the internet. That does seem to be the routine here quite a bit for electronics anymore is they tell you where to go find it. So pretty looks like a pretty decent amount of information here. And so I'll be checking this out. One thing that um, it does is it connects to your phone Bluetooth for like setting it up. So that's kind of interesting. You know, I think that's how they save a lot of money with this thing is by using your phone, which I got to tell you, my IX12, uh, basically the screen at the bottom is a phone. It's Android. And so you get all that with everybody's got a smartphone anymore. And by linking it up to your smartphone, you get all that, but you don't have to pay separate for it with your controller. So here is a USB cable, and it says on the box you can use this USB cable to do any kind of upgrades or that kind of stuff. So it's nice it came with the cable. Most people don't need a new cable. There's lots of cables out there anymore for. It's just your standard USB, by the way, micro USB. Um, so I'm gonna have to look up what that is. I have no idea what that is right there. It looks like maybe it has something to do with the gimbals. because there's a spring in there. And so I'll have to figure out exactly, I'm sure it says in the manual here what this spring and little plastic piece is for, but I'll figure that one out for sure. And I'll talk about it because I'm going to try this thing out. And I think I'm going to put it in that jet I flew yesterday in the Arrows Viper. I was thinking I'd put it in there and see how it does. But here it comes with a receiver, and it's called a R8EF, and that's RadioLink brand. Looks like all the connections are on the end of the module, and it's got a couple whip antennas, and just one antenna coming off. Nice long one though. Any more these days, either there's no antenna or it's really short, or maybe a couple of them. But this one, you can definitely direct it out and away from anything that could obstruct it. And if I haven't already said it, it does say that this is the 2.4 gigahertz, I believe. Let me double check that. I thought I read it online. I am not seeing it on the box, so I will confirm that before the next video when I go to fly with it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it says it right here on the receiver, 2.4 gigahertz, and for what it's worth, it says it's version 1.2. Channels across here. It says S bus. I don't know if you got to do that off of one of these connections, but I don't have a lot of experience with connecting them together. But then here's the controller. Push up from the bottom. It's got a couple holes there. Looks like they use two of the exact same thing. Or no, they're not. I take that back. Well, it's nice because you can push up through the bottom to get it up out of the styrofoam. And I'll probably save this, at least for now, to hold it in here until I possibly find something else to store it in. Well, there's the controller. It kind of reminds me of the old PlayStation controllers. So if you grew up when I did, you're pretty used to this feel. And so you can see it is mode 2, throttle on this side, and the gimbals feel pretty good. And just like the old PlayStation controllers, the power button's right here in the middle, and then it looks like it has trims for everything. Right here in the bottom is the USB connection, and then 3-way toggles here on the top. They look kind of like triggers, but they're actually 3-way switches for channel 7 and 5. So that's kind of nice that they mark what channels they are. And then up here, channel 8 is a wheel. So that's kind of cool. And let's see, this one is channel 6. And it's a momentary button. So kind of like your bailout button. If you're doing an airplane that has like safe in it, you can hold that down and the airplane level back out. So that's pretty nice. You got the 4 main channels with the 2 gimbals, and then two sets here. You can use one for like landing gear or flaps, and then this one for rates. If you're going to run like flight modes, you can do that with this. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty good deal for $55. You get the receiver with it. I haven't looked to see how much additional receivers will be. Hey Eric, thanks for hopping on, man. Yeah, I think this will work out really good with the arrows. Uh, Jet, I I should have brought it down here. I left it upstairs. Um, but I mean that's all pretty good deal for $55. I mean, I I don't actually know if I don't think the Horizon Hobby stuff. I don't think they have any controllers that cheap. I have some old Futabas and JRs and stuff like that, old FM stuff. You can probably pick it up secondhand and something that is really old and nobody's using. You can probably get for $55, but something brand new, 2.4 gigahertz with all the ability this thing looks like it's going to have. And yeah, I mean, that's going to be pretty good. I can plug it into the computer and get everything set up. Showing it's got 2 bars on the battery, so it's kind of nice. It's got the dots telling you how much battery you got left. I'm sure. Well, I don't know actually, but I'll check on it. I expect that the Bluetooth app or whatever you use with this is going to tell you the battery level. Say, Mike, thanks for hopping on. Jeff, Kevin, John, and of course Dave and Bravo's been on since the beginning. But just wanted to do a quick unboxing of this RadioLink controller. It does look like it's going to be a pretty good one. One thing, I don't know if these gimbal ends come off, but they got real nice spike tips on them, and it's a nice red color. If you're into the different colored aluminum tips or whatever, but these, if you do your thumb on the end, it, it feels like I can get a hold of it pretty good. I kind of do this action here with a finger on top, and it's plenty good feeling here. The only thing I notice that at least for me, I always use a lanyard to hold on to it, but it's not like crazy heavy, so I don't think I'll get tired of holding it. It's just something that I'm used to. Now, one thing about this is I use a weather bag for when I'm flying in the cold. It's a mitt type thing. I can reach this in there with no problem. I don't have to feed my lanyard up through it and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be kind of nice. I can just reach into the mitt. I can get it all sealed up real nice, tied up around my hands. That'll be real nice. So, I mean, 8 channels comes with the receiver, 2.4 gigahertz, and it says 2,000 meters for control distance, and the Android app for setup, the USB cable for charging and upgrade, and then it says it's good for ergonomics, and then they say to use it with fixed wing, glider, drone, robots, car, boats. Oh, and then so like I was saying earlier, it was kind of nice that it came with the manual. Well, on the box, in case let's say we lost this, or maybe not everything's in there, I don't know, but you can always set your camera for that picture thing where it pulls up stuff. They got uh, the app right here, and the I forget what that thing's called, but where you scan it and it pops up like the website for it, the instruction manual. Oh, and then I assume these two down here are for different language. These are probably English versions, and then these are Asian of some type. And then, of course, it's marked right here on the box that it's mode 2. And yeah, I'm excited to get into this. I did drop a link to this in the description box in case you guys are interested picking this up. Um, I was talking to my friend uh, Nate. I told him that I had this on the way, and he was saying it's been out for a while. And I do think I seen this at the Flight Fest a couple years ago. Some guys trying this out, and so it's probably it's probably pretty proven technology. So I'm excited about that. All right. So guys, I didn't want to take a real long time with this video today. I just wanted to open it up in front of everybody so you could see what it was. And like I said, I'm gonna try putting this in that Arrows Viper and flying it probably tomorrow night. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about getting this set up. With one thing, I mean, put some expo in for that jet, man, because it was rolling like crazy yesterday. And I like it to roll, but man, when you're hand launching it and it starts to roll upside down real fast, that's a little scary. So I'll put some expo in there. I'll probably dial the controls back. 100% seemed a little too much for me. It's just a thing. Maybe only 70% of that throw is what I want. So I'll get it turned down, and it feels pretty good. It's the tension on it's just right, really. So I might actually have to try it in a different plane so I can do all 4 channels, because the thing about the Arrows Viper is it's only 3 channels. You only got the what they call the bank and yank. There's no rudder on it. But I'll probably try it in the Arrows first, and then we'll yank the receiver out and try it in the P51 from Tower Hobbies or something like that, and see how it does in there. Yeah. So guys, I see lots of you on, and I appreciate all the support. If you haven't already done it, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Make sure you ring that bell and set it for all. That way, when I'm going live, you guys don't miss it. And we'll probably do a lot more videos from right here, um, especially this winter when I'm not able to get out and fly in the super cold. I'm not going to do that again. Man, some of those days my fingers went numb so fast that uh, it was ridiculous. So we'll do. Some people been asking for repair videos, um, build videos, of course. Just time to get here and chat, and I can read your guys' comments, and we can talk about things going on with new models and all that type of stuff. But I just wanted to get on and show you guys the unboxing before I tried it out tomorrow. Um, and then maybe we'll do another video to walk through some of the stuff on the app so I can explain a little more after I figure it out. I haven't looked at anything on it yet. I'm not watching anybody else's videos, and I'm not going to before I get the app and figure it out for myself. So I just want you guys to see my take on this, and yeah, I'm excited to try this out. I'm not saying that this will become my go-to radio, because I do love my other radio, but we'll see. I mean, if this thing works great, I might be using this a lot more often than I think. So we'll see how it goes. And as always, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.